Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you coverage of the NBL Oak playoffs from Santa Rosa, California. We are here at the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium. Two geographic rivals, schools separated by 3 miles, are facing off against each other tonight. Number 4, Santa Rosa, playing against Cardinal Newman. The number 1 overall seed, finished undefeated. Hello, everyone. I'm Hugo Traverso. I'm joined by the coach, Coach Cat, Dylan Cattingill. We got a great game in for us tonight, Dylan.
I am excited to be here, Hugo. I think we're in for a great one tonight. You know, not that there's betting lines in high school, I'd say Newman's the favorite, but I still think we're in for a battle. It's going to be an interesting situation tonight. What I've seen from Santa Rosa, what I've scouted on Santa Rosa, what I always like to say is there's 3 kind of brands of basketball in the modern basketball. You have hub offenses, you have movement offenses, and you have attacking mismatch offenses. Santa Rosa has a hub. Their center, number 3, Arlo Mishki. Dude's an animal. He's 6'5". They run a ton of offense through him. He's averaged 15 and 10 this year. I think it's going to be really interesting to see what he does for them as that kind of hub offense. Now, obviously not to that level, but think of that Jokic, get it down to the post, spray it out, see what you can do, utilize guards. On the Newman side of things, really excited to see what they do. They're more of that movement warrior style offense. A lot of three-point shooters. Even their big guys can shoot. Tatum Kropinski, 6'4". Kamara, last game against Santa Rosa, had 3 three-pointers. So I think it's going to be a little bit of the battle of the perimeter versus the battle of the interior here. So really excited to see how that matchup plays out. 2 great coaches, too, Hugo. I think that's something to be aware of here. We got Travis Taylor on the Newman side, excellent coach. In his tenure at Newman, nothing but success so far. Madison Lott, one of the best teams he's coached in the last decade, and an experienced coach who knows how to coach the right way. So I think on both sides you have great coaches, but it's a big difference in the style of offenses. Whose offense is going to be more successful? On top of that, with the defense, Santa Rosa likes to funnel it down to their big. Newman kind of likes to attack from everywhere, right? Hand up, hand down, man down kind of thing, right? Everybody's a little more switching, a little more willing to be malleable with their defense and in how they attack those closeouts, how they help in the lanes. Obviously, they like to leave Kamara down low, but I think it's going to be really interesting, Hugo.
Yeah, no, Santa Rosa is looking for quite an upset. As I mentioned, Cardinals are 10-0. However, Panthers are in the midst of their best season. But looking at it in the modern Max Preps era, so since about 2000, Santa Rosa in 50 matchups are 5-45 against the Cardinals. So it is highly unlikely. Last time they beat them was here in 2022, a shocker 43-40 victory for Santa Rosa. But it's going to be a good one. We'll see if Santa Rosa can shock the world and knock down the Cardinals.
Absolutely. And I think one note on that, too, is, as we discussed, 10-16 last year for the Panthers, right? 15-10 this year. So we've seen improvement. Also, a very experienced team. 1 underclassman, if I have my math right, Hugo. So going to be real interesting as we go to tip.
And now the tip-off, Arlo Mishki wins it for Santa Rosa as the Panthers will take it off the jump. It'll be Jacob Nichols. He's closely guarded by Diego Flores-Gonzalez. He kicks it over to the wing. Aroldi. Mishki was looking at the top, but it is Nichols down low, and Santa Rosa strikes first, 2-0.
Caught him sleeping. A great quick pass followed up by a decisive shot.
Yeah, caught me sleeping as well. I thought Mishki would get the ball at the top, but he did not. Here we go. A.J. Cole gives it to Legend Haile, who goes to Diego Flores-Gonzalez. Drives the lane, picked off by Arlo Mishki, and Santa Rosa goes the other way. Mishki drives, hook shot, back up, and Tatum Kropinski grabs the board.
Hugo, I think tonight, Kropinski, good rebounder, but not really known as a rebounder, right? More of that tall guard, that combo guard. But I think they're going to need him down low with Mishki being 6'5" with a big body. They're going to need to crash the defensive glass tonight, something that they usually like to run a little bit in transition. But I think tonight it's, we'll see how the game develops. I think it's really a flow thing for Coach Taylor over there. But going to want to see Kropinski crashing the boards tonight with that frame at 6'4".
Monty Kamara at the line now after a great delivery from Tatum Kropinski. Foul goes against, I believe, Mishki. Or no, excuse me, it was Nichols. Here's the second one, and Kamara ties it up. 2-2 is your score. And now Santa Rosa will bring it up. It'll be Gabe Esparza. He's averaging 5 points, 3 rebounds on the year for Santa Rosa. Here we go into the corner with Nichols. Goes to the top. Mills, he is a standout on this football team for Santa Rosa. Great running back. He's looking to bring all of his power here as Nichols drives the lane, floats one up and in. 4-2 is the score.
Tough finish with the left hand there, fighting through contact. Good start for him.
Here we go. Haile to Cole, now into the corner to Diego Flores-Gonzalez. Back to Cole at the top. Cole looking to ISO. He'll drive, and he'll go up against Aroldi, but it is missed. Pulled down by Mishki, missed, and then picked up by Cole. Gave it to Kamara. He missed, went off of a Santa Rosa defender. Kind of hard to process things going so fast-paced.
Really quick there, Hugo. I watch a lot of basketball, and even I was a little confused there.
Inside, Tatum Krupinski wide open in the corner, and he got it. 5-4, the Cardinals have their first lead of the night.
Hugo, I know they don't have that video-assisted replay, but it looked like a foot on the line there regardless. Great baseline out of bounds to Krupinski, immediate shot, decisive shot, and great to get him going early.
Now Santa Rosa with the ball. Esparza tries a three, and it's pulled down by Haile. Haile will go the other way. He'll bring it up. Flips it to Diego Flores-Gonzalez. Out at the wing is Krupinski. Krupinski flips it to Haile. Left, wide open on an island, and 2 consecutive threes for the Cardinals. Timeout, Santa Rosa.
Hugo, this is exactly what I was talking about in the intro. What kind of offense is Newman going to run? They're going to run a movement offense first thing coming out the gate. Dribble, handoff galore. This reminds me, and this is a very unique reference here, but the Dana Altman offense where they do DHO till they're blue in the face up there in Oregon. What we just saw. Dribble, handoff, dribble, handoff. Found the mismatch. Someone went under the screen. Pop immediately. It's that decisive finding threes. When your tallest guy is 6'4" and he's not your center, you need to move the ball. Starting off hot for the Cardinals there.
Yeah, it seems like Coach Madison Lott was looking to just talk to his Panthers and get them kind of reset, a little bit more locked in. It's only a 4-point game, so nothing too crazy so far. However, senior night got out of hand pretty quick. The Cardinals were up by more than 20 at halftime and really just kind of played a relaxing second half, cruised to a 59-30 win. Here we go, Santa Rosa will move it to the top. Mills will drive inside. He'll kick out to Mishki in the corner. Mishki will try a drive. He'll go out to Aroldi on the wing. Aroldi drives inside. Floater rejected by Hale. Picked up by Cole going the other way. He'll go far ahead to Tatum Krupinski, who finishes where it matters most. 10-4 Cardinals.
Well, you don't need to crash the defensive glass if you get a block. That's what they did. Ran in transition. Great way to get the game rolling. That's got to be a foul. Sorry, back to you, Hugo.
Santa Rosa tried a three there, and then Krupinski seemed to be fouled on the rebound. I think the ref might have been taking a little bit out of the soccer playbook, playing advantage there. Cardinals got the ball back, and they are now running it. Legend Haile up towards the logo for Newman. He is chased out by Mills. Go to the wing to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Cole, over to Haile. Clock running down, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Haile drives inside, no good, but a rebound for Madi Kamara. No good rebound for Tatum Krupinski, no good, tipped around and picked up by Diego Flores-Gonzalez. Gonzalez, he'll try, and a great job by Mishki. Great defense, he'll collect the rebound for Santa Rosa.
That must have been 2 or 3, I think 3 offensive rebounds there. Great job by Mishki just holding down the post.
Yeah, this has been a statement for Santa Rosa, the way that Mishki's played all year, as Madi Kamara picks up a steal, gets it down to Haile, and the Cardinals are up 8.
That's what happens when you have a faster, athletic big. Jump a passing lane, 2-on-1, unselfish basketball, get the assist.
Yeah, I mean, Madi has been incredible for the Cardinals in his entire career. He's 6'1", and he plays like he's 6'11". He's an incredible player, racks up a ton of rebounds for Newman. I think last year, actually even this year, he had a 21 rebound game. He's just been all over the place for the Cardinals. As Santa Rosa will get an inbound off of a kicked ball from Tatum Krupinski.
And he sure did. He had 18 and 21. I mean, what What a performance. I mean, when you're doing that kind of stuff on that frame, it just goes to show how does that happen? Effort, athleticism.
And Santa Rosa tries another three. It's Esparza again, but it ricochets off the back iron and collected by the Cardinals. Flores Gonzalez will bring it up. He'll hand it to Haile. Haile to Cole. Now to Karpinski on the wing. Up to Cole. Cole is where he wants it. He's got it where he wants it on an ISO. Flips it out, though, to Flores Gonzalez, who goes to Haile. Back to Flores Gonzalez in the corner. Clock running down. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Coach Taylor will switch the play. Deep three for Karpinski. And it ricochets off the rim, collected by Esparza. Cardinals going to check in a couple of sophomores here. Cade Taylor and Carmine Guevara. Here we go, Santa Rosa with it. Aroldi, he loses his handle, picked up by Nichols. Nichols goes to Mills. To Mischke now at the top. Mischke trying to drive. He looks for something around the free throw line. He'll throw up a floater and he'll get it. Nice play there by Arlo Mischke.
Tough shot there from Mischke. Lost his dribble and then was still able to hit a step-through floater. Perks of being 6'5", playing against a smaller roster. What I'm looking for now, Hugo, is to see if they can utilize his size. He's bigger than everyone on the court. Can they feed Mischke?
Well, Santa Rosa gets a key turnover there. Nichols picks off a pass and he'll drive the lane. Look over Monty Kamara and he got it. Santa Rosa back within 4.
That's Nichols' second left-handed floater from the left block. Really impressive stuff. The tough shot making showing up early for him.
Here we go, Karpinski with it. He'll go to Gonzalez. He's gonna take some orders from Coach Taylor. And gets an ISO. Nice feed to Monty Kamara on the block. And the Cardinals, nice 2 points there from Monty Kamara. My goodness, what a play. Here we go, Mischke, he's gonna try and take it himself, drives inside, and he travels. He was double teamed there on the low block. It was Flores Gonzalez and Tatum Karpinski. Checking out for the Cardinals will be Karpinski and Haile. So the Cardinals looking for some big points from their sophomores. Cade Taylor, he has been exceptional ever since scoring 15 in that fourth quarter against Windsor. He has been incredible for Newman.
Absolutely, Hugo. And what I've loved from him this season is the confidence shooting the ball as we have gone on. A confident shooter in a movement offense is exactly what Coach Taylor is looking for, why he feels so comfortable and has so much belief in Cade Taylor out there as a sophomore.
As Newman picks up 2 more from Flores Gonzalez. He drove the lane and got a nice floater. Here we go, Santa Rosa trying to make something happen towards the end of the first quarter. It's 16-8 with 30 seconds to go. Driving the lane is Aroldi. He'll kick it out. Back out to the top now for Esparza. Esparza, his pass goes a little wide to Mischke. Mischke driving the lane, trying to work, trapped there. Pass outside, 3 is a deep one, and it just sails over, picked up by Kamara. He fires it down to Guevara, and the Cardinals will reset, looking to take the final shot. It is Diego Flores Gonzalez at the buzzer. He doesn't get it. Little bit of a skirmish for the ball, and that is it. At the end of the first, 16-8, the Cardinals lead. Initial thoughts, Dylan?
Yeah, according to plan, I'd call it. Now, Cardinals up, what we were expecting. A lot of offense through Mischke. That was their go-to guy. The shot clock got late. Who were they looking for? Well, they were looking for number 3 down low. What I would say, I'd try and run a little more offense through him. Not necessarily meaning the shot is taken by Arlo, but just let's get him the ball. Let's see if we can create some movement around him. Let's see if we can set some off-ball screens and find an opening, because the attention is going to be on Mischke. On the Cardinal side, I'd say par for the course. There, a good job by Karpinski crashing that defensive glass. Obviously, what we've seen from Kamara has been great, battling down low. One thing I have noticed, more set plays than I've expected from Coach Taylor. He likes to run plays, don't get me wrong. They like to run DHO, a lot of screen action, a lot of off-ball screen action. So what I saw was a lot of off-ball screen there. I'd say a little more than usual, and then a couple more set plays. Sometimes he lets them kind of flow, work through the offense themselves, but really putting a focus on, hey, we're going to set up we're going to run our half-court offense. And what it's resulted in has been, frankly, a couple of open threes and a wide-open layup for Kamara. So far, so good from the Cardinals, up 8 in the first.
And we're back here, second quarter. Cardinals continuing with this high octane, a lot of passing here for their offense. Cade Taylor at the elbow, kicks it out to Guevara. He'll try his first three of the game, and it's collected by Esparza. He is told to slow down by Coach Lott. Santa Rosa in the middle of their best season yet so far, some would say. 15-11, as Dylan said, up from 10-16 last year. They're finally in the NBL Oak playoffs. Drive inside there from Aroldi, and it is taken away by Cade Taylor. Here we go, Flores-Gonzalez at the top. He's looking for Karpinski. Karpinski moves, gets a little open, drives the lane. He had a wide open layup, kicks it out though to Guevara. Guevara, floater from about 12, and he'll get on the ground, kick it out now to Karpinski, who gets that wide open layup, and the Cardinals are up 10.
Karpinski playing team basketball. Thought he was giving up a good look for a great look. He actually gave up a great look for a good look, but then got the ball back on a great look due to effort. Awesome play there from Carmine and Tatum to score a bucket. Continued effort through the play. Newman's going to need to play that through this first half to continue to develop this lead.
Mischke misses a three there from the top, picked up by Guevara, and the Cardinals go back on offense. Santa Rosa needs to hit their threes. They are 0 for 4 from beyond the arc tonight, and it is not looking too good for the Panthers as Flores-Gonzalez drives the lane, and it will go off of Kamara, who deflected the rebound. So Santa Rosa takes possession.
And you know, looking at a play like that, a little bit out of control from Flores-Gonzalez there. Maybe that's why Travis Taylor there, coach for the Newman Cardinals, was running a couple more set plays. Looked a little out of control there. Let's bring it back. You know, that was the messaging from coach there. Hey, let's take our time. Let's set a couple more picks. Let's find the opening. We're not in the business of taking okay shots. We're in the business of taking good and great shots. Let's see what the Cardinals can keep rolling.
Well, Santa Rosa, they're going to need something here. Nichols, he'll kick it out to Esparza. Another wide open look for him, and he misses it again off the back rim, and it is picked up by Karpinski. Cardinals are going to run, foul called against Tatum Karpinski, and it's going to be a push on Karpinski. So it will go the other way.
Karpinski there arguing not a foul call. Now, I think the ref's going to call that one when you extend the elbow right into someone's chest. A little bit of movement, Santa Rosa ball.
So here we go. Panthers take over. They're looking for a bucket. They have had a bit of a famine so far. Mischke at the top. He's with it. Looking to drive on Kamara. Kamara is not giving him the time of day. He kicks it out. A three for Santa Rosa. Ricochets off the backboard, picked up by Guevara. He finds Karpinski wide open, and Karpinski finishes it off. Timeout, Santa Rosa.
Hugo, what I've seen here in the score in dress. We're 5:23 to go, second quarter. No buckets for Santa Rosa. One of the adjustments they've made in the second quarter. Now, obviously, the focus has been shutting down Arlo Mischke. On the last two possessions, either Karpinski or Carmine has immediately come to double or get really close help defense on Arlo. Seeing if we're going to continue that on the Cardinal side moving forward. Now, on the Santa Rosa side, it's an interesting thing. Like we were talking about coming out of the first quarter, Santa Rosa has to get Mischke involved. So now with a double coming on the last two possessions, every time he's touched the ball, that's only going to be harder to do. But a double means what? Someone's open. So now they run that hub offense through Mischke and find open shots. Number 3 has to get the ball for the Panthers if they're going to look to score points, whether that be in a passing setting or a block scoring setting.
So the Cardinals are going to come out here in a press. Santa Rosa only has 3 timeouts left for the game. Cardinals have not burned any. As now hard man-man defense for the Cardinals, and a foul is called on a reach from legend Haile. And Santa Rosa will get another inbounds play.
And that's 2 dumb fouls for the Cardinals. Now, they're not in any foul trouble, but just something to keep an eye on, that they're getting a little handsy, really far away from the basket. Probably something that, isn't necessarily worth it, certainly with a, a 12-point lead.
And Santa Rosa going to take a deep three. That time it was a rollie, and it's pulled down by Karpinski. That's got to be at least 4 rebounds for Tatum Karpinski so far. He'll take a deep three way downtown, and it goes off of Carmine Guevara. Good effort by Legend Haile to try and save it. Monty Kamara, however, will check back in. There are 2 bigs now for Santa Rosa, something to mention. They've checked in sophomore Solomon Hansen. He stands at 6'4", so he's looking to bring a little bit of a different dynamic for the Panthers.
Something I think they need. They've been losing the rebounding battle, and they're having a tough time scoring inside, outside of Arlo, really. And, having a bigger lineup. Now, the sophomore's not huge, but he's muscular and athletic. So, want to see how this look develops for him. Something needed to change, Hugo. They needed to make some sort of change there, and I'm curious to see if they're going to go with this for an extended period of time, maybe into the half, or if they're going to pull the ripcord on this if it's not working. Yeah,
the Cardinals force another turnover there. They're running this kind of really aggressive man-to-man defense, as you mentioned. There's a lot of touching, and there's a pass to the outside to Monty Kamara, who's not someone you see shoot the three a lot. He misses, Mills collects, and it's down court to Nichols. Nichols fighting for his life down there, and it is pulled down by Kamara. Nichols will be called for a reach after the rebound.
Hugo, 4 minutes to go in the second, still no points for Santa Rosa. They have to figure out a way to generate something. What they've been looking to do with the doubles on Arlo's kick to the corners, the help has been coming from the corners. Obviously, someone's open. They've been kicking out, they've been missing. They've missed, what, 3-4 corner threes so far this quarter? So 5 maybe even. So
this quarter 3.
This quarter 3, game 5. So
yeah.
Just looking to see if they can figure out a way to get Mischke involved, get him off some pin downs. But we got, if you're Santa Rosa, the messaging is we have to figure out a way to take the lid off the basket. Go to the line, get fouled, do something. But we need to take the lid off or this is going to get bad in a hurry.
So Santa Rosa gets it back off of a nice block from Mischke. Cardinals kind of went in water polo and soccer you would call it back post. However, Monty Kamara comes up with a steal. Kamara drives inside. He'll put up a floater and count it. The bank is open.
Bank is open, and that's the second steal of the game in a passing lane. Not just a little ball kind of fell at your feet, classic center steal, pick it up, little outlet pass. No, jump to passing lane on the first time. Got an assist on the second time. Wide open layup.
Well, Newman seems to have put Arlo Mischke on an island, and a desolate island at that.
I mean, they're already, he doesn't even have the ball. Kamara's guarding him, and Legend Haley was in help position the whole time. I mean, they are shading so hard to shut down Mischke right now.
And the Cardinals, it's working. 22-8 is your score. Newman gets the ball back off another missed three for Santa Rosa. Great screen by Kamara at the high elbow for Legend Hale. Now, here comes Diego Flores-Gonzalez at the top. He'll get it to Kamara on the wing. Haile with it now. Over to Flores-Gonzalez on the wing. Down low, Haile drove inside, looked for the foul, didn't get it. 2 minutes to go, still 22-8. Santa Rosa looking for something. They get another corner three, and finally it falls for them. Gabe Aroldi, he gets it to go, and it is now 22-11. Cade Taylor will check right back in to the game for the Cardinals.
Like we talked about, taking the lid off the basket. If they believe in that corner three, which you have to, you cannot abandon the corner three. Thank God they took the lid off. Hopefully, from a mental side of things, takes a little bit of the pressure off. Everybody takes a deep breath, says, hey, look, we're only down 13. Now, is that great going into half, minute 42 to go? No, it is not, but let's keep the game in reach. As we go into timeout, we're going into a sub. Madison Lott passionate with his team right now about saying, hey, guys, take a deep breath. We have to hit open shots. They are shading Mischke super hard. Everyone else, do your job. Curious to see if they can close out the last minute 35 here with a couple buckets to shorten it up. Mischke with the shot miss there.
Picked up by Kamara. Cardinals now lead 24-11 after a nice ISO drive for Flores-Gonzalez. He'll get it back. He and Karpinski kind of playing hot potato at the top there. Flores Gonzalez has it. Diego looking for someone. He's got Kamara. Kamara is out on the perimeter, so 5 out for the Cardinals right now. They got Andy Owandison in, transfer from Korea. He's got a lot of experience. They're going to use that mismatch. Kamara down low, guarded by Aroldi. He goes off the glass, gets his own rebound, goes off the glass again, and it rolls off for Mischke. Now within a minute, 24-11, the Cardinals lead. Here we go. Molina has checked in for Santa Rosa. He goes to Mischke out on the wing, guarded by Kerpinski. Aroldi shoots a three with some interesting spin on it. It ricochets off, and it is going to be Cardinals ball yet again.
Cardinals doing a good job of getting back in transition defense right here. What they're looking to do, I mean, again, it don't really need to beat a dead horse here, Hugo, but just shutting down Mischke, and in doing so saying, hey, let's just get back in transition D, whatever happens, happens, but 3 isn't getting one over on us.
And Newman just keeps getting those offensive rebounds. It was Andy Owandison who drove inside, missed it, got his own rebound, then kicked out Cade Taylor. Cade Taylor missed it. Madi Kamara got the rebound, and now a foul goes against the Panthers on the rebound, and the Cardinals will get an inbounds play here with 20 seconds to go.
Hugo, if you're the coach here, are you just looking for a good or great shot, or are you holding the ball?
I'm looking for a great shot. Right now, Cardinals are going to look to, I think, hold the ball. But, you know, it's still the first half. You got to be aggressive. Coach Taylor always stresses the fact it's a 4-quarter game. You got to win every individual battle. And there's a kick out to Andy Owandison, who hits from the corner. Anderson, now 4 seconds left. Molina has it. He gives it to Aroldi. Aroldi throws up a prayer. Oh, nearly made it. So 27-11 here at half. Cardinals in complete control.
Last offensive possession for the Cardinals. Pin down off ball. Pin down off ball. I'm talking about in transition they're setting screens for other guys. Boom. Guess what happens? Beats his guy off the dribble. Corner helps. Wide open. This is exactly what we're talking about with the movement offense for Newman. When they have been moving the ball tonight, they have been elite. A couple of the wide open layups for them, well, guess what those came off? Pin downs. They have been just looking to DHO, oh, guys open, DHO, guys open. Really, really good ball movement, resulting in a 16-point lead for the Cardinals.
This game is proudly sponsored by Cardinals for Life, alumni, parents, students, and friends who support the values and traditions of Cardinal Newman High School. Shout out Tom Nunez.
Absolutely. One of the highlight alums from Cardinal Newman. I am a Cardinal Newman alum myself. Really great to be back in the Fitz gym. And, you know, Tom's been a part of a lot of Newman sports. A very active figure, and just super grateful to have him supporting the Cardinals.
Yeah, Tom's an incredible person, great dude, good to have around here at Newman, covers a lot of the sports, helps us out.
Might be the best mustache in Santa Rosa,
yeah,
too.
True.
I mean, seriously. I mean,
True.
we're talking about a top 5 Sonoma County mustache.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
100%.
And one more. Super grateful to have Vine Street Properties sponsoring this broadcast. Property management for commercial and residential properties based out of Hillsburg, California, led by Carol Sowers and Dylan Cattengill. Don't know who that guy is, but great guy supporting the broadcast tonight. For specific needs, high-level commercial properties and multifamily, single-family residential, property management needs, Vine Street Properties out of Hillsburg. Great team, great guys. Super grateful to have the people that I work with, you know, supporting the great cause that we do, making sure our clients have the best positive experience they can, and couldn't be more proud to be a part of that team myself, and couldn't be more proud that they're supporting the broadcast tonight.
So we'll look at our leading scorers tonight. Tatum Kerpinski and Madi Kamara headline the Cardinal attack. Kerpinski with 9, Kamara with 6. And then on the other side for Santa Rosa, it's kind of been the Jacob Nichols show, 6 points. Arlo Mischke only has 2 coming from the first play of the game. Santa Rosa, I think the core of this is possibly their last game of the season. They have had such a great season, one of the best seasons in Santa Rosa history, in recent history at least for Santa Rosa. They currently are out of the playoffs without a win tonight. They need a win to progress. A big win over Newman would be huge for them. And I think for still looking forward to the second half, they've got to get the defensive rebound. They have been giving up too many rebounds to the Cardinals. I'd love to get the metrics for rebounds right now because it's got to be insane. Newman has to have maybe a 10 rebound advantage.
I'd completely agree. It's funny you say 10 because in my head it was somewhere in the 8 to 12 range. Really interested to see how that develops in the second half. Coming out, the messaging has to be crash the glass, find buckets for Arlo. We'll be coming back after a short break, and we will have the remainder of the NBL Oak playoffs.
All right, and we're back here for the second half of action from the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium here. Newman up 27-11, much in part of their great offensive rebound barrage, and also a balanced team performance. You got 9 from Karpinski, 6 from Kamara, 5 from Haile, and 4 from Diego Flores-Gonzalez. Santa Rosa will get the ball, and they are not looking like they're going to get it in anytime soon. They get it in at the final second to Esparza. Esparza now trying to drive on A.J. Cole. He is a hard guy to drive on. Esparza tries to put it up lefty, but can't get it to go. Kamara collects. Cole, he'll go to the corner. Karpinski, and he is red hot. 30-11, the Cardinals lead, and Karpinski breaks the double-digit threshold once again.
You know, Hugo, exactly what Rosa did not need coming out of half there. Not official, but we thought 1 for 12 on threes in the first half from Santa Rosa. Mischke with only, 2 points in the first half? Lucky for them, they were just able to hit one, moving that up to 2 for 13. They're going to need that 3 ball to fall. They're going to need to get Mischke involved. We talked about the keys to the game. If they're going to key on Mischke, you got to hit threes. They didn't hit threes. Mischke didn't score. And it's answered immediately by Flores-Gonzalez with a 3 on that end. You have to clean that up. Now, lucky for Rosa, they just did by hitting that first 3 of the half. But really curious if number 3, the big man down low, can figure it out, and if their 2 lefty shooters can start hitting some shots, Hugo. Yeah,
you do not want to enter a shootout against Newman. They are a very elite shooting team. These 2 teams, though, as they try inside for Mischke, it's knocked away by Karpinski. Good defense. These 2 teams, though, face tough competition. Santa Rosa opened the season. They had to play Dublin, who's currently sitting at a top seed in the NCS Open Division as Santa Rosa goes for a 3. And they got it. Number 14, Weston Moore, the 6th man. Timeout, a full timeout taken this time by Madison Lott. And begs the question, why would you take a timeout? Maybe slow down Newman?
You know, caught me a little off guard. What I think it is, Hugo, and this is the coach in me coming out here. This is the Coach Cat, not the Dylan Cattengill. But you know what it was? It's a pause and reset. What it is, we hit 2 threes to start the half. You come out of half 1 for 12 in the first half. Mischke, 2 points. Not what you needed. What did you need in the second half? I mean, again, we hammered it home. Threes, and you got to get 3 involved, right? What do? They hit 2 quick threes. So it's, guys, here's the messaging. We're going to take the tee. Guys, this is what we do. This is the brand of basketball we play. Let's settle in. Let's not get over our skis. Let's not get too high, too low. Gentlemen, let's keep playing this brand of ball. And I think he just wants to slow the game down and say, you know what? We're playing Santa Rosa Panther basketball. We're not playing off of what Newman's doing. We're not playing to the speed of Newman. We're playing our speed. We're playing our brand. And that's the only way they get back in this game down 16.
Yeah, quite a few common opponents, as I was mentioning, between these 2 teams. Santa Rosa played in the Rose City, ended up losing to Casa in the first round. Santa Rosa has been the constellation champions of everything. They've played everything they've played. Napa Tournament, Rose City Tournament, Sonoma County Classic. They've been eliminated by the eventual champions of those respective tournaments, and then went on to win the consolation championships, which begs the question: what would their record be if they were not matched up against the eventual champions? As Diego Flores-Gonzalez gets another 3 from the corner. He is heating up tonight. 10 points for him as he breaks the double-digit threshold. Aroldi's trying to take the game into his own hands. He goes down to Mischke, and the Cardinals once again isolate him. Nice steal there from Monty Kamara, his 3rd of the night. Flores-Gonzalez, he's feeling himself. He'll drive inside. He'll look around to Sparza. No, he kicks it back out to the top to Legend Haile, who goes to Cole, and Newman will reset. Cole drives inside. He ISOs, and it is tipped away, but tipped finally by Cole, and it will go Santa Rosa's way.
Really balanced offense. I mean, you hit it in the halftime intro, Hugo, but really balanced offense from Newman. You get Flores-Gonzalez shooting, and that's tough because you got Cade Taylor out there who can shoot it lights out. You got Karpinski who can shoot it lights out. Flores-Gonzalez starts hitting that 3 ball with volume. Yeesh. I mean, it's, good luck.
Here we go. Newman with it. They're going to try and move things around.
Off-ball screen, off-ball screen, off-ball screen. This Newman offense is just working so hard with so much movement for each other. Off-ball screen, off-ball screen. I mean, they just keep looking to get a guy open. Movement, 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 movement,
Cole
movement.
goes to Diego Flores. Gonzalez at the buzzer. Can't get it as Weston Moore collects, and Santa Rosa gets a rare chance at redemption here. They'll take another 3 off the rip, and it is collected by Karpinski. Not there for Gabe Aroldi. Cardinals seem to just really have taken Santa Rosa out of the game by isolating Mischke. They're forcing him to shoot the 3. They're missing the 3, and this is something that Newman is going to really carry heading into playoffs. In a playoff schedule that is going to be very tough in D2, as Monty Camara picks up another 2 points down low. We could see 3 Cardinal starters going double digits tonight.
Absolutely. Great little two-man game there. Just pick and roll. Perfect timing on the pass. Hits the shot.
Roldy tries another 3, picked up by A.J. Cole. Wide open, way ahead is legend Haile. Haile goes up against Nichols and gets it to fall. Cardinals expanding their lead now, 40-17. Santa Rosa looking to answer. They'll go to the top, tipped away by Cole, but Esparza able to recover. Esparza, you do not want to get an ISO with many of these Newman players. They will make you hurt, as that shot ricochets off the rim and is collected by Haile. Newman fast in transition for Damani Kamara, and 1.
Third transition bucket of the quarter, Hugo. What I've loved from Newman, when they don't have the advantage, they're slowing it down. Up 42-17. Up 42-17. Slowing it down when they need to, but 3 transition buckets in the quarter. So when they have that advantage, they're pushing it. Coach Taylor, like you said, is a 4-quarter coach. He hammers that into them. We are not done until the last buzzer goes. So, balancing that, hey, let's slow it down when we need to slow it down and use our movement with the, if we have an advantage, a 2-on-1, a 3-on-2, push it. Go, 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 go.
Santa Rosa now trying to get any sort of bucket on the board. It was 5 minutes until they were able to get a bucket in the second quarter. As they'll kick it out, they'll get a 3. Look, and it's hit. That is number 30, John Fisher, the junior, who has only seen 11 games this year, and he hits a big 3. But down the lane, wide open. They leave Carmine Guevara wide open, and Cade Taylor, a little no-look Patty Mahomes action to Carmine Guevara, and it is 44-20. The Cardinals have an answer to everything. Newman forces a turnover. Santa Rosa got they're a little bit too fast, and Newman makes them pay.
We talked about that first time out that Coach Lott for Santa Rosa took right after hitting those 2 threes, saying play our brand of basketball. The Panthers have gotten out of playing their brand of basketball. They're not getting back on defense. They're playing too quick on offense. They need to find themselves, and they need to do it right now, or this is going to get into a pretty unrecoverable situation.
Now they're starting to trap, it seems, or at least try to. And Diego Flores Gonzalez takes it down the lane against 2 men, and he is able to draw a foul. The Cardinals will get an inbounds play here with 2:30 to go in the third quarter, 44-20. And this has gotten out of hand rather quickly in the second half. Cardinals have 2 of their 5 starters out there. The non-starters being Andy Owanis. There's a nice inbounds play from one of the non-starters. Cade Taylor gets a nice another no-look pass to Flores Gonzalez down low. And the Cardinals, as I mentioned, 3 starters now in double digits. If Haile comes back, he hits a 3. That is 4 players total in double digits. Another 3-look, and Fisher hits it again. He is on fire.
Fisher averaging 1.3 points per game this season. Good player, but just hasn't seen as much time. Comes out and hits 2 back-to-back to get him to 6. Really impressed there.
Cardinals, you do not want to leave Carmine Guevara open on the corner. He misses it, but lucky for Newman, it is Monty Kamara who is able to finish it off and gets a little bit of an extra cherry on top, having his shoe off while he finishes it off, as Chef Fahey, Macaulay Fahey, checks in for Cardinal Newman. He's looking to cook something up for the Cardinals.
You know, Hugo, I mean, you already hit the nail on the head with Santa Rosa has to cut down on the O rebounds. What does Kamara do? Muscles it right back up. They need to do something about those second chance opportunities.
Fisher, he has been huge ever since coming in. He moves the ball well, gets it down low to his fellow junior Ramsey Chang. Chang, though, is fouled, and it'll be another inbounds play for Santa Rosa.
Little out-of-town scoreboard for all the Bay Area sports fans. Warriors Mavs, 57 Mavs, 56 Warriors. We really appreciate you tuning in to Hugo Sports 360 and staying with us, but love to give you the update there when we're wrapped up. The fine folks over on NBC Bay Area, you know, our main man, you know, Kalena Azubuike on the color now. You know, always a throw off for me. You got, you know, Oregon Ducks legend, partial to the Ducks, may or may not be a graduate from there, but you know, lost one of the best colored guys, 19th all-time in Oregon scoring, but love to have Kalena in the booth. But when we're wrapped up here, go check out a little NBC Bay Area to wrap up that Warrior game.
As Luis Hernandez Espinoza hits a three. Big game. Klay Thompson returns to the Bay. Or is it here? Is the game here or is it over there?
I think it's at their place. Just got a quick check on it. Always just, you know, if you're, you know, you're sacrificing your time and energy to enjoy our radio broadcast, just like to give the updates. But I believe the game is at the Mavs.
And Flores Gonzalez checks out. A fantastic night for him. 51 seconds remaining. Cardinals lead by 22 as they check in Zion Cargill. Fantastic receiver. And another great receiver for the Cardinals football team. Carmine Guevara gets a nice play down low. Mishki seems to either have his night over and possibly great career for Arlo Mishki, but sadly it might be over as of now, being a senior at Santa Rosa. So that foul will go against Andy Owandison.
You know, Carmine there with some great defense. We've been talking about this really, really aggressive man defense the Cardinals have been playing, and it showed up there. I mean, they're picking up at half court. I mean, they are foot on the gas on the defensive end. Zion Cargill out there, athletic, you know, football receiver, like you said, really active man defender. So I think Travis is looking to just stifle all offense and put this one in the bag.
Yeah, 50-26. Newman forces another turnover. And it is, right now, 3 sophomores, 1 junior, 1 senior out there. Some guys that are going to be pretty crucial for Newman heading into playoffs. We'll look at the NCS playoffs and hopefully get you a score from Montgomery High School during the fourth quarter break. Yeah, we're back. And we're back here. Sorry, a little bit of a mic issue there. Cut out, just to clarify. Newman up 52-26 after the third. And we've got, for any of you baseball fans out there, Alex Bregman and the Red Sox have agreed to a 3-year, $120 million deal. It's got to be great. My shout out to my mom, Elizabeth. She has introduced me to Red Sox baseball. I've been to a few games at Fenway. I actually have a ball from Fenway I caught when I was 5 years old. It's a fantastic ballpark. Red Sox, it's a great dual fan because you're not, it's two sides of the country, 2 great cities, San Francisco and Boston, and, a lot of championships, at least in my childhood, from these 2 teams.
For all the listeners out there, Hugo's just antagonizing me knowing I'm a Yankee fan, going on his little tirade there. But one thing I will give you credit for there, firstly, $40 million for Bregman. I mean, they're a committed short-term deal. I think that's a pretty good one. But I was lucky enough to have gone to Fenway one time as well. And being a true baseball fan, I can't argue. That's just a beautiful park in a beautiful city with a great tradition. And, you're not going to get much better than Fenway.
Yeah, and so Santa Rosa picks up a basket there from Ramsey Chang. Nice little steal from them. Cardinals have gone into their bench. Right right now. Santa Rosa with it. They're trying to get something going. Chang has it, and it's a 5-second violation on Chang. So 52-28. Newman is going to try and salt this one away. Not yet a running clock, but we may see one. I doubt it. 52-28. Newman kind of keeping it pretty similar to their last game against Santa Rosa, where they won 59-30 on Santa Rosa's senior night. Pretty much silenced the crowd as that foul goes against Santa Rosa. Looking at it, though, we'll check out the projected playoffs here in NCS. So you see Moreau Catholic able to get the #1 seed. They'll face College Park here in Division II. Newman will be the 2nd seed in D2 as Andy O'Anderson picks up a nice layup. Cardinals lead 54-28. But heading into playoffs, this is a strong win. They could even have a stronger one against Carrillo or Monty on Saturday at Rancho Catania on YSN. We'll see what happens, Dylan. But what have you seen from Newman that could encourage them into another NCS championship bid?
You know, they're in the mix, Hugo. Again, what it is their balance throughout the lineup. You got multiple shooters. You play aggressive defense. It's the brand of basketball they play where they're not super top heavy. We know Tatum Krapinski can shoot. We know he can give you 30. But, I mean, you go down the lineup. Cole can give you buckets. Haley can give you buckets. Flores Gonzalez can give you buckets. We know Kamara is good for a double-double. I mean, go ahead and pretty much pencil that one in, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm looking to see from them is, can some of the ancillary guys come in and pick up some of the minutes, right? It's going to be a couple of those bench guys for them. It's going to be Cade Taylor. It's going to be, it's going to be your Zion Cargills. If they need to get out there and play some defense, what's it going to look like,
And the Cardinals, once again, with that coast-to-coast play from Cade Taylor. Nice pass up or down court to Zion Cargill for an easy layup. 56-28. Cardinals now lead by 28. Nathan Solomon has checked into the game. It is his birthday, so happy birthday, Nate. Not totally sure if I'm pretty sure it's 18, so congratulations, Nate, on completing childhood, as there's a nice mid-range jumper from Espinoza. But, Nathan Solomon, a guy that I remember training with freshman year on the freshman basketball team. He's now a senior. He was playing. We used to do joint practice with JV, so, kind of full circle moment. See him come into his own here on the varsity team as he gets a nice pass to Andy O'Anderson, and O'Anderson follows up a missed basket with a nice layup. Cardinals now up 58-31.
Hugo, back to the bracket, I think it's a really interesting thing, evaluating this kind of D2, what we're looking at, what it's going to feel. Some great coaches. That's the first thing I see. And then to the Newman side, really interested, like we talked about, the balanced offense, the ability to shoot the three, and the aggressive defense with that movement offense, right? The off-ball screening, the continuous DHOs, moving the ball. When you can shoot the three like the Cardinals can shoot the three, you're never out of anything, right? That being said, you got teams like Moreau Catholic, led by Frank Knight, legendary coach. Has had 5 stars, has had 1 stars, has coached them all to winning. Trust me, best high school game I've ever been to. Moreau Catholic, Bishop O'Dowd, 2016, at Laney. Playoffs, unbelievable stuff, right? We have great coaches in the North Coast section in the D2 ranks with the competitive equity, competitive balance stuff, right? Moving target about who you're going to be playing. Really, really got to keep your head on a swivel as to who's coming up next. That being said, I think it's going to be one of the most competitive D2 brackets we've seen in a while. Tons of balance throughout. And one of the other things I've seen, not just with the Cardinals, but a lot of these top teams, not as much 4 and 5, 3, 4, 5-star talent, but a lot of those guys that you can see playing at the college level, maybe not starting at Duke next year, right? But a lot of depth this year in D2, and really excited to see how that pans out as we get into NCS playoffs.
Something to mention with the new rules, there are the top 4 seeds in this bracket, I believe, are D4. At least the top 3 are. I think University is also D4. So you think about
University could be 5.
Yeah, they could be, but then they'd be D3. So,
right, you're correct.
So they've got to be
that
D4.
That might be old data.
They've got to be D4. Well, I guess with competitive equity, University did have, in the old system, had a few rough seasons where they did drop down to D5, as my colleague Fahey gets there. He's cooking up a little bit of eggs and bacon there with that 2-point bucket, 60-31. Chef Fay, another guy that I played my freshman year with, only member of our freshman team to make the varsity squad. So, you know, kudos to him. He's going to make a lot bigger of an impact next year. He's got a lot of length, great wingspan, 6'5" player, one of the tallest on Newman's roster, if not the tallest. Cardinals, though, getting a good rotation of their bench guys, still playing aggressive, still playing that high-octane offense.
100%. One of the things I've noticed from Coach Taylor, obviously going to more of that, you know, way more into the bench. They're up 30. But you know who he's gone to on the bench? Carmine checked out, but played a lot of minutes, you know, played 4 minutes in the fourth. Great defender, okay? Fahey, good defender. Cargill, good defender. And the 3 drops from O'Anderson. He has been cooking in this fourth quarter, Hugo. But what he's done is put defensive guys out there. Doesn't matter who he has out there. It's foot on the gas. So he said, you know what? We're up 30. I'm going to give some of the bench guys some run, but what we're going to focus on is that aggressive man defense. No sacrifice in effort from the Cardinals.
I remember the shuffle slide drills we used to do at practices. There's a nice 3 taken there by Leo Meaners. He is a senior, possibly playing his last game as a Panther. So you got to give it to Coach Lott and the Panthers. A fantastic season from them. Really came out of nowhere. Arlo's had done an incredible job. Gabe Aroldi, he's averaging double digits for the team. And it's really sad to see a team like the Panthers kind of, you know, just miss the mark due with this new playoff system. You know, just miss the mark in playoffs. With the old system, they'd still miss the mark, sitting at 19 in their NCS division. But really, I would encourage the committee to look over this team again and possibly even give them a bid at a 16 or a 15 seed. Thinking about it, you know, they beat College Park. College Park's going to be the 16 seed in D2 as it stands right now, as Chuck Bruno takes a 3, and it goes off the front iron. Good collection by Cheng. But, you know, I'd encourage the committee, look at these guys. Maybe drop them D3, maybe drop them D4 even, and give them a second chance. As there's a nice jumper made by Caden Molina, another great senior on this roster. But yeah, I mean, Santa Rosa, they deserve another chance.
Yeah, you know, well coached, play hard. Game did not go their way today. Obviously, a 30-point gap right now with 2:51 to go. That being said, well coached. If the 3 ball falls at all, Hugo, we're talking about a little bit of a different environment here. If they get Mischke going at all, it's a different environment in here. Now, the Cardinals are a tough matchup, right? We know this, leading NBL right now. But I couldn't agree more that I think if you were to look at them more as a, you know, a lower D3 kind of seed, with the way they play, I doubt they replicate this bad a performance, and they absolutely deserve a second look. The Panthers have been playing well this season. They play hard. They fight. And I agree. Simply I agree. I think they should be evaluated for a spot. Probably 3 would, again, with the competitive equity, it's a little tough to tell. Probably a D3 situation, but like you said, 4 is not out of the question either.
Yeah, something to mention as Andy O'Anderson picks up another rebound. He might be headed towards a double-double. Nathan Solomon drives the lane, and a good rebound from Aiden Johnson. He is making his varsity debut for the Cardinals. Was originally on that varsity squad, but then bumped down to JV to kind of help them out. They didn't have a lot of big men coming back, so they needed someone, and Johnson almost gets a block there, but ultimately it goes in for Cheng. But O'Anderson becomes the 3rd player tonight to score 10 points. He has been off the bench. He came in off the bench in the 2nd quarter and now comes in and he's got 10 points just like that, just with the snap of your fingers. He drives the lane again and gets a nice touch off the glass, but it does not fall. And Johnson will pick up a foul on the rebound chance. But ultimately, just a well-rounded Cardinals team we're seeing.
Absolutely. Hugo, I want to throw the question back to you. Checking out, you've been at a lot of Newman games this year. You've been around this program. You've been able to interview the coach. You've been able to interview players. You got a real pulse on the Cardinals. What do you expect from them going into NCS?
Well, I mean, just looking at this bracket, first round is Head Royce. Head Royce will be another bump up from D4. They get a little bit of a chance for redemption for their women's volleyball team a couple years ago, or not a couple years ago, this year got eliminated by Head Royce, I'm pretty sure. Or no, last year, my bad. I'm getting years confused as Aiden Johnson collects another rebound. But they get Head Royce, and then second round could be Rancho, which is a second look at a pretty good Rancho team. They're going to play hard. They're going to look very good. Nathan Solomon drives the lane. Good rebound by Chang. Last year, the story of the year was the Cardinals. They were the victims of a team that took advantage of the transfer portal. Didn't have half of their team in the first half of the season. Then played the second half of their season. Went on a 12-0 streak. Somehow got the 10 seed. Destroyed the 7 seed team. Came to Newman. Beat Newman by 5, and then went on to the semifinals where they lost to Benicia, and a Benicia team that was very, very good at that. Looking at it though, the Cardinals, I'm pretty confident they can make it into the semifinals, and they will definitely have a chance at a NorCal bid. Question is, St. Mary's Albany, they are a very solid team. They've played a tough schedule, and then I'm looking toward that final. If it is Newman Moreau Catholic, these Cardinal players, they are ready to play Moreau Catholic. They have been gauged in on that, locked in for the last 2 months, just talking about if Moreau Catholic is the 1 seed. They take it game by game, but at the end of the day, something to look for if you get that final. It's going to be a hard battle. It's going to be a game of nerves. It's the Cardinals, I think, while I was talking.
Was that their 4th offensive rebound this possession, Hugo?
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off there, but
don't worry.
I was having a hard time just mentally processing what just happened. Folks, 18 seconds to go, and I think the Cardinals had 4 offensive rebounds in the possession as Anderson, as he should with double digits, will let this one tick out 3, 2, 1, and 65-35. Cardinals are going to take this one home.
Yeah, unbelievable. We don't have great win, unbelievable performance from the Cardinals. We don't have the result of the Montgomery-Maria Carrillo game, but we do have the result of this. And one of our colleagues, Keely Roy, she's assistant coach with Cardinal Newman Girls Soccer, and they won 1-0 tonight, so they clinch a bid to playoffs. They'll probably be D4, D3, could make the statement for getting a home game, make the argument there. But they D3, they made it to D3 final last year, had a rocky start this year. They're looking to make a deep run. That'll be the next broadcast here on Hugo Sports 360. Coming up Friday, action from Ed Lloyd Field, Cardinal Newman versus Windsor. A great game. Windsor already locked down that NBL championship, but Cardinal Newman is looking to pull off an upset and a big win at that heading into playoffs. It'll be a great one.
Absolutely. That one, Hugo, I think is going to be fireworks. A lot of folks in the North Bay are really excited about that matchup. I'm one of them. Can't wait to see what happens there. You know, I admittedly am not a fan of the competitive equity, but I think this D2 bracket's going to be a ton of fun. We got a lot of good basketball to look forward to. Really excited about the next couple of weeks here, Hugo.
It's going to be exceptional. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening. This has been Hugo Sports 360 Radio. I've been Hugo Traverso, joined by the legendary Coach Cat, Dylan Cattengall. Thank you, Dylan, for tagging along with me. For Ethan Bowers, Hugo Traverso, and Dylan Cattengall, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching and listening. Hope you guys have a great night. Adios.